Hey guys, so Hearthstone just released um just a while ago. It was revealed at BlizzCon that there's gonna be a Goblins versus Gnomes expansion where it will add over 120 new cards to the game, which is pretty amazing. There's a trailer here that um yeah. I'll just run through it and I'll run through some of the cards that they revealed.
Goblins and gnomes. Goblins and gnomes. Both are super brilliant, but you would never know. Everything they seem to make is faulty or explode. Perfecting imperfection. Goblins and gnomes.
Unleash Goblin Fury! For Gnomragon!
Alright, so that was just sort of a silly trailer that they wanted to show for it, and I'll just run over a few cards and see how I feel about them. So the first card is Unstable Portal. This seems to be a new mage card with add a random minion to your hand. It costs 3 less. So this, I don't know if it's going to be like Animal Companion, whereas it will actually not add a random minion, but a random out of a few chosen minions. Because you can just get, let's just say a random, you can get, what's a really OP card? You play this turn 2, get a Sunwalker or Karen Bloodhoof turn 3. So I don't think it's going to be a random minion. That'll be way too overpowered. Because even if you did get a bad minion, if you're running 2 copies of these, there's a good chance that it could just throw the whole entire game. And I really don't like if this is just completely RNG based. And there's no way they're going to code it so that it's going to be random minion. So my bet is that it's not actually going to put a random minion, but rather random out of a few chosen minions. You can also see in the background there's a gear. So that's probably the symbol for the Goblins vs. Gnomes expansion. The next card is Matter Bomber. So it's Mad Bomber, just Matter. So deal 6 damage randomly split between all other characters. It's just the same thing as Mad Bomber. I don't think this is as good as Mad Bomber, honestly, in Arena, because this is just gonna have a higher chance of killing yourself. So honestly, I think Mad Bomber is just better. It's just, this is a Matter Bomber. And the fact that they have to make over 120 cards means they have to throw in a bunch of cards you probably don't want. And honestly, in my opinion, this isn't a very good card. The next card is Velen's Chosen. So you can see a little Tauren here. So it's not all the Goblins versus Gnomes. It's just part of that's the main theme of the expansion. Because as you can see, this isn't really Goblins versus Gnomes. But give minion +2/+4 and spell damage +1. Which I think is a perfectly balanced card because it doesn't give taunt or anything, and these are good stats for the mana cost. I actually really like this card. It's really nice. The next card is Cogmaster. Has +2 attack while you have a mech. So mech is a new class introduced that's here, which is going to be pretty cool. So this has the potential to be a 3/2 for 1, which actually seems like a pretty good card. The fact that it doesn't grow though and has to say because while you have a mech, not +2 for each mech, so it's only going to be a 3/2, which is okay. I think they might. I think they might have to buff it because you can only really play a mech on turn 2. I'm assuming, unless you coin out a 1-mana mech. But this is we'll have to test this card out to see if it's good. Now this is a legendary card, Dr. Boom. Summon 2 1/1 boom bots. Warning: bots may explode. So the stats, depending on what the boombots are, then it's either gonna be good or bad. It seems to look like Doctor Doom from Marvel. It's from World of Warcraft, but you know, he's based off of Doctor Doom. Probably, I'm pretty sure he is, in fact. But the boombots see warning bots may explode. So I'm assuming that randomly at the end of the turn the bots will explode and deal a certain amount of damage to everything. Unfortunately, it actually does not show it here, which is really strange. I usually think that they would, but I guess they want the boombots to be a surprise. And when they say over 120 new cards, I'm thinking that some of the cards are some of the things that they spawn, like Unstable Portal might choose between 10 different minions, and if they're all new minions, then those will be a part of the 120 new cards, because I don't think they'll add that much. But the boombots have potential to be great, and they might be when they attack when at the end of the turn randomly or at the start of the turn, they'll explode and maybe kill a random minion. I don't know. But it has 1/1, so it could be when it attacks. It's really different. Now, here are some of the mechs, the new minion type. Mechs are new class. So these are just like extremely gimmicky and RNG based, or rather just gimmicky. So this is the Anoyotron, and it really goes with its name, being a 1/2 with Divine Shield and Taunt. So it is pretty annoying. It seems pretty balanced though. A Gold Sheriff Footman for 1 mana, adding a Divine Shield, which could be okay in maybe a zoo deck where you're running Blood Knight, like one of those old zoo decks. I guess if you're running Blood Knight, but honestly, it's just annoying. It's not like it's just a Gold Shire Footman plus Hand of Protection put into 1 card. And this could be good in some cases, might be bad. I'm not sure. But it looks pretty happy. Next card is Explosive Sheep. It's the 2 mana 1/1 with the Death Rattle, deal 2 damage to all minions. This might be the same as a Boombot, but this is a pretty good card for anti-zoo. It's gonna be really good. You can just play it early game and then they'll just be screwed. Yeah. The next card is Piloted Sky Golem. Death Rattle, summon a random 4-cost minion. Again, I'm not sure if it's gonna choose between every single 4-cost minion, because then you can get something as bad as, let's say, I don't know what's bad 4-drop, honestly. What's a bad 4-drop? I can't really think of one. But, you could either get a bad 4-drop or or you can get like a Twilight Drake that's 4/1. Or you can get like a really good Yeti, or, I don't really know many good 4-cost minions. A Yeti is probably one of the best ones. Twilight Drake, because he can't get the Battle Cry, it's going to be a 4/1. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a random 4-cost minion. It might just be between a group of 4-cost minions. But, I don't know. This is a really gimmicky card, and it could really change the tides of a battle, or it could just ruin you because of its stats. But this is extremely RNG based. Next card is Enhanso Mechano. So it's battle cry. Give your other minions Wind Fury, Taunt, or Divine Shield at random. It says give your other minions. In other words, when you're losing, you can just play it. All your minions get Taunt. When you have a bunch of taunts, you play it. All your minions get Divine Shield. Or when you want to trade. Or when you have a million minions on the board, you just play it, and all your minions get Wind Fury, and you win. Like, this could easily just win the battle for you, or just like do nothing. I actually think this is a good card because although it is RNG based, even when it gets you what you don't want the most, it's still going to help you in some way. Sometimes it won't, but it usually will help you early game when you have a big stacked up board. So if you have a ginormous board, you can just play this. If you get Divine Shield, you can just play more card. Oh, I don't know if you can get Divine Shield to play around Flame Strike or something, but it seems okay. I might actually consider playing this. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, these are all the new cards that have been shown. Yep. Oh, I actually forgot a few. I didn't actually read over these. I guess I'll read over them now. But the Blingtron 3000. Battlecry, equip a random weapon for each character. This is probably just gonna screw you over, honestly. It's just gonna give your enemy, let's say, a Doomhammer. It's just gonna give you, a Heavy Axe. So, or Light's Justice. The next card is Bomb Lobber. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. I like this one. It's pretty balanced. It's 5 mana, 3/3, and deal 4 damage. I like it. It's really good. The next card is Boombot. Deal 1 to 4 damage to a random enemy. That's okay. It's okay. It's gonna help with some case of trading, and it seems to be one of those bomb things from Mario. Bomb mobs. Alright, so we looked at these. And here are some. The Flame Cannon. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. It's not that good of a card because it's random and it's only minions. And I would say 1 mana is good because the fact that 1 mana deals 2 damage, 4 damage to a random minion where you can't select seems to be good. So I don't really know about this card. Next card is Goblin Blast Mage. Battlecry, if you control a mech, deal 4 damage randomly split among enemy characters. This is a pretty balanced card because 5/4 isn't too strong of stats, and the Battlecry is okay. Next card is Mech Warper. Your mechs cost 1 less. It's a 2/2/3, and its ability isn't terribly overpowered. It's a pretty balanced card, depending on how many mechs there are, though. Here's another legendary. It is Mechagneer Thermoplug. Whenever an enemy minion dies, summon a leopard gnome. This could be extremely powerful when you play it, and then, well, it's a neutral card, so you can play it in many cases. Maybe play it, double innervate Starfall or something. But if you can play it and somehow clear the board after, you're gonna get a bunch of leopard gnomes that can deal a lot of damage to your enemy. The next card is Micro Machine. At the start of your turn, gain +1 attack. This is okay. The fact that it only stays at 2 health, though, is not very good. The next card is Mimiron's Head. At the start of your turn, if you have at least 3 mechs, destroy them all and form V07TR on, or I don't really know how you pronounce it, but well, the next card is Piloted Shredder. Death roll, summon a random 2-cost minion. So it's just basically a smaller version of what's it called? The other thing that summoned a 4-cost minion, just a smaller version. Oh, here it is. Piloted Sky Golem, Piloted Shredder. So all the piloted things. So Recombobulator. Battlecry, transfer a friendly minion into a random minion with the same cost. So you can have, like, let's say a Gold Chair Footman. You play the Recombobulator and Recombobulator, and then you'll turn it into a leopard gnome, I guess. I don't know. You would turn a friendly minion, so you can turn I don't know about like what is it called? Molten Giant. It's probably just gonna like turn it into another Molten Giant, and possibly heal it back to full health, which is pretty cool. So this is the Shrinkmeister. Give a minion -2 attack this turn. This is like, it's a really good idea. It's like a reverse Dark Iron Door for Abusive Sergeant, and it's a 2-mana 3/2 that you can just destroy something with. Like, shut down something heavily and just easily trade with it. And this is actually going to be pretty helpful. I like this card. It's really good. The next card is Sneed's Old Shredder. So, Death Rattle, summon a random legendary minion. I'm not sure this is balanced, because all legendary minions are pretty good. I think getting off 8 mana, even getting Blood Mage Thalmos is okay. And, like, if you get, and because this is for any class, you'll probably, like, I don't know. I don't think this can easily just destroy a whole entire game with a mech-based deck, and just like play this and destroy everything. Like, it's gonna summon a Ragnaros, it's gonna summon Deathwings, and yeah, I don't know about this card. Next card is Spider Tank. It's a 3/4 for 3, and it's a mech. Yeah, I guess it's okay. It's a 3/4 for 3. You know, upgraded Repair Bot. It's just a better Repair Bot. Give a Battlecry, give a friendly mech +4 health. A 5 mana 5/5, which is okay. Yeah, like, I guess. But it's basically a Repair Bot that you can target your thing with, but it's only mechs. It's okay. It's a Priest card, so it'll work well with Priest, but it's not too good, but I probably will run it in many Priest decks. The next card is V07TR on, or Voltron. Yeah. It has Charge and Mega Wind Fury. Can attack 4 times a turn. In other words, you can deal 12 damage with 8 mana with 12 attacks. So the other card can destroy all your mechs and summon one of these, which is pretty helpful. And I think you have to. This can only be summoned by wherever it is. I think this should only be able to be summoned by Mimiron's Head, because if you could just give this to any class and it'll be super overpowered. And Mega Wind Fury is a new flavor text, or not flavor text, a new effect, which I think is pretty cool, and it's probably exclusive to only this. And the final card is Valen's Chosen, which I already reviewed. So, that is pretty much it for this. There was a lot to review over these cards. I didn't actually know that there were all these cards at first. But, yeah. Gnomes versus Goblins. And look at this. Spectators watching. It looks like it's going to add a spectator mode. And these are some of the cards you can see. And yeah, I'm really going to look at this. I'm going to make a new video for every time they announce a new card. And I'm going to, yeah. I'm going to make a lot more videos of this. And for the people who came here originally for Minecraft, I'm sort of going to change this into all games that I like channel. Minecraft will still be here, and I'll make a new video explaining my whole entire channel situation. But that's pretty much it. And yeah, I know I had to split this into 2 parts because I felt it was too long in one. And that's pretty much it. And you guys can check this out. I'll post a link to this page, and yeah, it's really cool. If you like Hearthstone, then it's really cool. It's a really good idea, and it said coming this December. I don't know if it's next month or next year, because 120 cards is a lot. After only a few months of working, making 120 cards, that's a lot. So I don't know. Either there's just a whole bunch of random gimmicky cards that are really easy to think of, because honestly, Curse of Naxxramas, it was like it only added 50 cards, maybe even less. I don't even know how much it added. Not that many cards actually. But this is gonna add 120 cards, and this is gonna take a long time to collect up all these cards and just like to get them. And I don't know if it's gonna be another storyline. I don't think so, but I don't know. It looks really cool, and I'm really looking forward to it. I really need to like ladder up and get a bunch of. I probably need to get all the cards first of all that are currently out, but that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys all later.